So when did you, through the chair, decide that to shake up the SDA staff?
I did what any other CEO in my position was afforded, which is to reorganize the organization in a way where I felt it was the best way to move forward in preparation of a reauthorization, and also based on the needs that I continued to see while I was doing the tours.
So was your plan for the restructuring, was that done in writing? Do you have a written plan, or did you just do that without a plan and just present it to the administration? How was that presented?
No. The way that we have an organizational chart, and the first thing I did was look at the organizational chart to ensure that the vision and the mission that we were undertaking under this administration was that we can work through that. And on that organizational chart, I worked within the parameters with my executives to talk about their divisions and how things would flow a little bit better. So there wasn't a written plan per se, but we worked in the organizational charts to look at the employees and how the organization can move forward.
I mean, you've talked a lot today about your mission about moving into the community and involving not only the students and the teachers, et cetera, but the community and the parents, et cetera, et cetera. So when you fired the staff, were they fired because they weren't qualified to meet your mission, or did they not fit into your new plan? Why were they fired? And can you tell us that?
I can talk to you about the overall and the idea behind the restructuring, but I can't talk to you about individuals and people that were terminated, because that is under review by council, and I apologize.
Okay. Multiple reports have been written about the lack of experience and qualifications of many of your employees. And this is a significant question for us as a budget committee, because we're talking about a $29.2 million budget, which is 11% increase from 18 to 19. So these questions need to be asked, and we need to have answers, please. But they appear to have a clear connection to you as a family, as friends, as former colleagues. And we're going to give you the benefit of the doubt, but that it wasn't pure nepotism. But why were certain people hired who clearly weren't prepared for the SDA positions?
Again, this is a matter that's under review by council, and I cannot discuss it at this moment. I apologize.
Okay. And can you tell us how many of those who you hired came from the unions or from the companies that were the unions represented?
Again, this matter is under review by council, and I cannot comment on it.
I'd like to go back to one of the things that Assemblywoman Murphy spoke about, the individual who leaked the information. Your words, I wrote it down when you said it, you said, as far as I know, it never left your department. However, our understanding is that the state police were involved. Subsequent to that the individual then received a promotion and a raise. Can you explain to us why a person who would leak confidential information would then subsequently get a promotion and a raise?
I'm going to answer the first part of your question. No, that's not what I said. What I said was that no external information, the leak was not an external leak. It was within employees, and that was captured within minutes of it happening, so it never left the SDA. And the second part of your question is, I can't answer that because that is under review by council.
So there's a lot of things under review by council.
That is correct.
So through the chair, will this information get to us ultimately through council?
Ultimately, when council reviews it, and they will decide whether to release it or not. I apologize, I'm not in a position to do that.
You can see, we're talking about people who are making over six-figure salaries, and we're in a state where that is clearly above the middle class pay range. That the public has an interest in knowing the answers to these questions, because these individuals are getting paid a lot of money, and from what we know, from the information that we see, some of these, and we have this information because of their resumes, that many of these individuals did not have the qualifications that were stated in the job description. So I think that we have an expectation that the public will be able to find out these answers at some point.